So welcome back. We're back in the garage. Time to push on and get the rest of this bike completed. Last time you've seen all the work I did, stripped it down, got the airbox out. I've just put the actual cover back on to keep the dust out of the carbies. So yeah, they're done. Or that's just nice and airtight and keeping that clean. I'm going to do the plugs, pull the plugs out, put some fresh plugs in. Got some nice Iridium plugs and the K&N filter will go in as well. So those two are to go in, and I've got to do the oil change as well. Once that's done, I'll start putting it all back together again and it'll start resembling the bike in its new clothes. I'm excited, super excited. Right, wish me luck. Let's go. He's out. Right, so I'm using a thin walled socket. If you don't use a thin wall socket, you won't be able to get to the plug. A standard plug socket will be too thick, so I had to buy this one especially to do the job. Slide it in. Let's have a look at the state of the plugs. That's him, he's out. It grabs on nicely as well to the plug. And that is running rich. He's a bit dark, but it's not horrendous. It's actually it's black. It's running very rich. But from a standpoint of running rich and running lean, a bike which is running rich, too much fuel, it will give it this black finish on the plug. It could also be from carbon buildup in the head as well, but generally, you know, black plugs indicate your fuel mixture and black indicates it's rich, and when it's rich, basically that means that it's better than running running lean. When it runs lean, the engine gets hot and then you can cause damage to the valves, etc. Rich isn't cool, obviously you want the correct fueling, but they're running rich, so at least I know there's not really any extended kind of engine damage coming through poor fueling, but I could get the fueling sorted out. But anyway, those are coming out, new ones are going in. Condition wise, they're not extremely worn, but they do need replacing obviously, so let's replace those. Now with your plugs, really important, do not over tighten them. Alright, you want to get it, so that's just started to bite. I'm gonna, actually there's not much there, it feels really tight. I'm just gonna give that a quarter turn. Right, the front one is a bit more limited space wise, but still not mission impossible, I'm hoping, without removing the radiator. He's out, and much the same again. Again, he's very black and running rich, but it might be interesting actually. Now we're going to change it over to K&N air filter, more air will be going in, so maybe that will lean it out a bit, and maybe that's what the carbs were set up for previously. So I'm not going to adjust anything on the carbs, just going to put the K&N in, and I will check the plugs, pull the plugs again and see what condition they are in say 1,000 miles or something, and go from there with it. But yeah, not terribly bad condition, just rich. Tiny bit of grease, don't get it on the actual top of the plug, just enough, yeah, to lubricate it. Right, that one's not going to pop out, so we can pop that one in carefully. plugs are done! Yay! Now let's do the oil change. Right, time for the oil change. Take out the oil filler cap and remove the sump plug. Like so. Certainly dark, certainly needs changing. So let's get on, get the filter out as well. Pre-loosen these off just to make life easier. Right, that's the oil filter out. It's dirty, needs changing definitely. The oil isn't horrendous. I haven't seen any metal flakes yet. I'll need to have a closer look in here. But at the moment, I would say it's pretty good. So, nothing really to worry about. I'm going to let that drain a bit longer and do the K&N air filter while it's still draining. Right, so now let's get the filter changed over. I showed you in the last one. That was the original filter that came in it. Now to get the nice new clean K&N filter in, let's get those off. K&N, got it from work, got it at a trade price, so it's really cool. Use clean, pre-oiled, slip it straight in like Flynn, trumpets. Ooh, thunder. It's a very stormy day out there today. I'm glad I'm not out in it because it's a bit yuck. Right, one in and that's it. Two in. K&N. Done. Now all the oil is drained out, let's get the new oil filter in, the sump plug back in, and get some oil back in this bad boy. New oil filter goes in that way. It fits, which is a good thing. Yay! The oil filter cap, cover, whatever you want to call it. Let's get him in. Let's get that sump plug in first. Right, let's get the oil in. Grizz just made a guff. He thought he pressed record and he didn't. I've just fitted on the rear seat cover, the plastics. Grizz has actually run out of time At the moment I've just fitted back on this hand grip rail guard thing. I would rather not have that on there because it covers up some of the lovely plastics. I'll sort that out at a later date and suss out how I can fix these plastics without using the handrail. But that's the rear plastics on. I've run out of time. Like I said, I've got to go get taffy. There's a lot more to be done actually. I thought it was going to be quicker today, but that's the service done, which is really cool to get done. Rear plastics on. We've got all the other bits to fit on now, and I've also got to do the other stickers for the swing arm, front mud guard, and a few other little bits and pieces. As I say, the petrol tank's probably going to take me quite a time to actually get done, because there's a lot of swapping over of fuel pumps and draining out the oil tank, etc, etc. So join me on the next one where we'll actually get it finished. Sorry I wasn't able to get it finished today. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode of the KTM 950 SM modification series, the build series, whatever you want to call it. But I hope you've enjoyed. Really can't wait to get the rest of these plastics on and get out and have a ride and start enjoying them. I'm really missing riding now. It's been a little while since I've had a ride. So yeah, even though the vlogs are coming out, they're going up on the channel. They're all vlogs I've recorded. So I hope you're enjoying those. And yeah, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers now. Bye. Bye.